So we're going to look now at app smashing, which is something that we can incorporate really nicely with Seesaw. But what is it? It's when you create content with one app, transfer it to another and enhance it in that second app, and sometimes even run it through a third one. So preferably the final product is then published to the web, which in this case is Seesaw. So why use app smashing? It engages learners, and here are some of the apps that you can use. There's hundreds of them, but we're just going to look at a few. So through apps, students explain their thinking and talk about their learning. The practical and a real-world application of vocabulary, as you would have seen in the experiences that you had when you were a student. And here are some of the apps that you can integrate with Seesaw. So ones that we can take to the camera roll are Skitch, Shadow Puppet, Chatterpix and Poplet, and we'll be talking about 3 of those later on. To take a screenshot, you could use Make a Scene, Quizlet, Kahoot, Post-it. So we use apps because they demand critical thinking, they demand more from technology, they turn the issue of not having a wonder app into a positive. It removes any instructions to take a topic as far as it can. It often results in more engaging learning products. And this is obvious in all the videos that we've seen. And it's fun and challenge for 21st century digital classrooms. Often though, you need to share other apps and documents with Seesaw. Now you need to do it in this way. If you're going to be posting directly from other apps, you will need to share your extension for Seesaw on. Otherwise you will just tap the add green button, tap the camera roll button, select any item that you want to load. So whether it's your photo, videos, graphics, collages, add any notes that you may want to add, tap the green check mark again to upload them, and basically you can add any project that's saved on your device camera roll to Seesaw. So it's essential that when students are working with iPads in the classroom that you have a system where they are working with the same iPad every time, because they're going to be saving their own collections of images onto one particular iPad, because as you know, it's not shared across the whole class. So there is a link in this module to some of these. It's a ThingLink link, and if you hover over each one, it will give you instructions as to what's the best way to use it as a strategy in the classroom. But the main thing is that you use your camera roll, which is your main conduit between your apps. Sometimes leave the app choice to the students, but within that give them a list of apps that you are able to smash together. So a time-saving tip: save the digital creations from many apps into Seesaw. So photos, video links, PDFs, you can keep them all there so that that video portfolio is ready to share on a regular basis, a weekly basis, to upload to your blog or whatever. When you're planning an activity, learn the tool, in other words, play with the app, then use that app or tool to learn. So some tips. First of all, create a goal, or maybe work backwards. Start with a question and then work backwards. Conduct your research, play around with your apps. Maybe use a storyboard to organize your ideas. Find or take pictures if you're going to be using a background that you want students to write words on, or an image. Make sure that you have that image there. Choose your app smashing recipe, and I'll be providing some recipes for you. and then publish and share your piece. So in the next 4 modules, you'll be introduced to a few of these apps that you can use. Enjoy having a play with them. You will only need to download one of them to use in the final task, but I encourage you to have a play with all of them. And if you're teaching older children, Skitch is probably one of the best apps that you can use. So enjoy, have fun.